morning, everybody. So, the twin flame unblocked me on Snapchat, but didn't accept my friend request. So, I deleted Snapchat anyway. And I'm trying to see, because we've got this really strange lump. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you guys some plant surgery. I think I may have planted just a little bit too deep. You can see that the soil here, this is I think Tatsoi mustard, but the soil here is like raised up, and I just started digging a little bit to see what was going on under the soil, because we've just got one little sprout here. But like if you look under, there's a shitload of greens down there that are hidden, like they exploded underneath of the soil surface, and they haven't quite pushed up. I might have buried them just barely too deep, but it looks like there's a lot of greens down there just trying to bust through. They must have just gotten mixed in a little bit too tight. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, it started raising up the entire layer of soil here. I must have compacted it just a little too much. So I think I'm just gonna like take this little incense stick, and I'm just gonna break up the soil so that even if they are growing a little bit too deep, they can just puncture the soil surface, because it won't be too tight. It'll just be a nice loose topsoil surface layer. But like, look at that resilience. These, oh, well, there's another one. These two little sprouts, despite growing so far underneath the soil. Oh, look at that big guy. This one right here is almost a whole ass leaf. But these little guys have been so resilient in growing in a condition that wasn't necessarily ideal. But it doesn't matter, because, as we've said before, it doesn't matter how barren, desolate the environment is. There's always life under the surface just waiting to spring forward. These plants, you know, my trees, here, I'll just show you those two. They're doing really well today. It looks like the twin flame tree is about to grow new leaves again. But those are the plants that taught me how to love myself. They taught me that you can care for something else, you can nurture it while nurturing yourself. They taught me patience with my twin. And King of Pentacles. Taught me about the parasite and how we can self-sabotage our own happiness. The Seven of Pentacles. But that we have to constantly keep it in check. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, I can get a little lost. And for anybody that doesn't think I do, I always practice discernment. And I know intuitively what is meant for me, or what spirit means for me to consider. Because as I've said before, we can take messages from anybody and not necessarily apply them as fact in our lives, but understand that there are lessons to be learned from every scenario. And the fact that the twin unblocked me but did not accept the request, meaning he doesn't want to talk, he doesn't want to discuss anything, said to me that I should re-delete Snapchat, so it's gone. If he wants to talk to me, he's going to have to, Page of Pentacles, stop the small offers. Sending messages, Eight of Wands. Sending messages spiritually or in whatever way he does. It's not good enough. Is there a reason? No. Mental prison. It's waiting energy. We're not doing that. Queen of Cups. Because we've learned this lesson. We know better. I'm not going to sit in waiting energy, and I don't care if he made a gesture of unblocking, because I'm still blocked on Instagram. I don't like unblocking me on one piece of social media that I don't even like, the tower. It doesn't matter. It's Ace of Swords, you know? It doesn't change anything. And the fact is that I'm not waiting. I'm not giving any more chances. Six of Swords. You can either communicate with me or you can't. You can make the decision to work on something or you don't. You can decide that you want this. Or you can decide that you don't. Ten of Wands. But what you cannot do is leave me hanging. Three of Pentacles. We have worked way too hard to stay in that energy. Knight of Cups. We don't chase, we attract. And the Queen of Swords is always going to be a part of us. Those boundaries helped us survive when he wasn't there. I think it's okay to have complicated emotions about our Ten of Pentacles here. Everything we've been working for, everything we've been working towards. But you know what? We've got enough going on that... King of Swords. Who is this guy? You know, we might run out of time here. But maybe I'll do another reading on just the King of Swords because we need to explore this energy. High Priestess, I need to understand why he comes up with the cards he does. Because if it's a spirit-led wish fulfillment for him to be part of our life, then I need to explore it. God, I'm sore as absolute shit, guys. I worked out so hard. You know, I started doing my squats and I was like, I'm only down for like 8 of these. And, you know, I reduced my weight a little bit. So I was like, I better like, you know, fucking crank it. So instead of doing a set of 8 and then a set of 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, you know, I always do 5 sets cascading down of whatever exercise I'm doing. Like, even for crunches, I will do, well, I guess those I pretty much just do 100 at a time. It's not exactly the same. But with a new exercise in crunches, like bicycles, adding those in, I'm cascading down. You know what I mean? 4 of Wands. But instead of doing 8 for the starting rep or starting set, I did 20 and then 19 and 18. You know what I mean? So I just fucking blasted my legs, 3 of Wands, and I got back on my crunch routine and fucking, it was pretty much just like a core and leg day. But I'm destroyed. I think I'm gonna wait another day, put 2 days of rest in between this time. 2 of Pentacles. But after 1 week of pushing myself up to 20s instead of just doing like, you know, the 10 or 8 that I had originally planned for, it'll be worth it. I'll get there faster. I'll just supplement a lot of protein. Knight of Swords. New ideas about balance and communication of information. The Knight of Swords and the 8 of Wands. That's lining up with the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. It's a lot of Pentacle energy and a new beginning to get us out of this mental prison with our Queen of Cups ass. I think I'm going to cut this one off here. Oh, no. Follow your intuition. Listen to Spirit. Always have a plan. There might have been a little parasite involved. 5 of Swords. But I don't regret anything. And I don't take back anything. Page of Wands. I'm standing on it. I'm done. Unless you can do what needs to be done. 7 of Swords. I don't think you will.